What's that, Evie? You wanna intro the podcast?
I thought we weren't doing that joke, bro. Come on.
What up, guys? Welcome back to the Surf and
No,
Turf
you did not start it. You did
podcast.
not start it.
Yes, I did. I thought we were starting it.
I thought we weren't.
We're not. Evie didn't talk. Evie did Evie talk? Did you hear Evie talk?
No. I still think that was the weirdest intro.
It
from
got
last
people
week.
talking. Dude, people are trying to figure out who Pikachu is. I've heard people guess Waffles. I've heard people guess Dave,
Who's Dave?
the rookie.
Who's the rookie? You have a brother, Jimmy? You have a brother?
Stop it, swag.
You have a brother, Jimmy?
No, but the rookie's been on this podcast, which I think is why people think it was the rookie, but it was not.
The rookie 3.
Yeah.
The rookie 3. Oh yeah. So what up? How was your week?
It was good. How was your week? I hurt my leg on Sunday, but it's feeling a lot better now.
That sounds like a Jimmy problem. My week was great. Just kidding. That was kind of mean. Yeah, my week was okay.
Huh?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
You are in like a bully mean mode.
I am in a bully mood. Bully Jimmy. Time to bully Jimmy. Me.
What?
I am a robot. Bully Jimmy.
Did Carnage get on you? Are you like?
Oh
are you
my
like,
gosh.
Are you like bully Tobey Maguire?
I'm like bully. Oh my gosh, stop. No, I'm just like, I just had like a weird week. I'm not gonna lie.
Weird? How weird?
So recently, I'm not gonna lie. Recently, I've been mad tired, and I don't know if you ever get like this, but like sometimes in like the middle of the day, I'll just get like really tired, like insanely tired for like 15 minutes, and then I'll be fine. And my wife had said that she was feeling like the same way the other day, and I was like, "That's weird. Maybe it's post-COVID stuff." Jimmy's like, I had that vid.
Wait, did you?
I feel it. Well, Katie did, my wife.
Yeah.
And I mean, everyone's saying like, oh, just because you live together doesn't mean you're gonna get it. And I'm like, well, me and my wife we're pretty close. If you catch my drift.
Stop it.
There's we're close. Like we're not an old married couple that doesn't touch each other for weeks on end. You know, we're young. We're good. You know, we're good.
Stop.
Go. We're good to go.
Stop.
Hey, we're married and we're allowed to engage in that. I was not gonna say anything. That is literally where I was gonna end it. I swear, I was going to end it right there. I swear on my grave I was going to end it right there. I was literally just going to say we're allowed to do that stuff.
Okay. So who you got winning the Super Bowl?
I don't know, dude. Who do you think?
Can you name 2 teams that are still in it?
Oh, dude, I can name all the teams that are still in it.
All right, let's hear it without looking it up.
The Bengals.
Okay.
The Rams.
Okay. What are you looking at? You're looking at something.
I'm not looking at anything. Sorry, I'm watching. I have a stream on the side. The Bengals, the Rams, not the Chiefs. Yeah, the Chiefs. No, yeah, the Chiefs. The what's it called team? The team with what's his name? Why can't I think of that coach's name? The old Eagles coach. What is his name?
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid. That's his name. And why I can't think of the last one, but if you give me like a second, it might come to my mind.
Why you Google it?
No. I don't know what the last team is. This is gonna like. I don't know. What is it, Jimmy?
Well, they're playing the Rams. Does that help?
Not really. It's whoever beat the Packers, right?
Yeah.
Oh, who beat the Packers?
From San Francisco.
49ers.
Yes. Yeah, 49ers.
Were you impressed that I knew it was the one that beat the Packers?
Not really,
A
because
little.
we talked about that a lot because of Dave.
Oh yeah, because we have a friend Dave that hates the Packers.
He loves the
We
Packers. Yeah.
have a friend Dave that hates the Packers.
The best part is he'll never hear this because he doesn't listen to the podcast.
Yeah, he doesn't listen to this podcast. Let's be honest.
Dave, and he won't. You guys can probably roast Dave in the Surf and Turf podcast channel because he'll never see it.
Oh yeah, he'll never see it.
Fun fact
One day in
about
his
Dave.
life.
Fun fact about Dave. He literally has unread channels in his own Discord. He is pinged over 1,000 times on his Discord.
Oh my
That he has
gosh, dude.
unchecked pings. 1,000.
What a goober. What a goober.
And his Discord, we looked the other day, it's like a self promo from like the one that he hasn't checked. It's like a self promo from like July maybe. Like he hasn't checked his own Discord. Could you believe
That
it?
doesn't really surprise me. That sounds like a Dave thing, not checking his own Discord.
Yeah. So roast Dave in the Discord, Surf and Turf podcast Discord. Roast him.
Yes. Say you're a nerd and
Make fun of the Packers. Purposefully mispronounce and spell and talk and confuse Star Trek with Star Wars because Dave loves Star Trek. He hates Star Wars.
I can't even comply with that. Like that kind of makes you cringe like a little
He
bit.
loves that helmet in the back, right? That's from that new Star Trek show, right?
That's from the new
Sure.
Star Trek show.
On the U.S. Enterprise, right? That's what Han Solo drives.
Yeah.
U.S.
Yeah,
Enterprise. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The new Star Trek show on Paramount Plus.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which there is actually a new Star Trek show.
Manda something.
Mandatorian.
Yeah.
Because they're on a tour and no, stop. Okay, we're done. We're done. Yeah. Freaking Dave.
Well,
Freaking Dave.
You're wearing a Star Trek shirt right now.
Yes, Star Trek. Star Trek, actually. It's not Star Trek. It's Star Trek.
I said Star Trek.
I don't actually.
Star Trek.
I just said Star Trek because I feel like it. Because you're a Trekkie.
Star Trek.
Have you ever heard that term of being like a Trekkie?
Star Shrek.
Star Shrek. Oh no! Stop. Now you're really gonna tick Dave off. Star Shrek.
I like Donkey from Star Shrek.
Oh no! You can't say that, dog.
Why not?
I like that donkey character. He's a good one.
Yeah, from Star Shrek.
Dude, Dave is gonna actually happen to listen to this and he's gonna get mad.
From Shrek Wars.
From Shrek Wars. From Shrek Wars. From that Shrek show. Yeah. Yeah. The Shrek show.
Farquaad is fighting Darth Vader, right?
Wait, what'd you say?
Where Lord Farquaad is
Stop. I can't.
Vader.
I gotta say no at that point.
Shrek Wars.
Shrek Wars.
Yeah.
Yo, what do you know about them Shrek Wars, baby? The Shrek Wars. Shrek Wars. Shrek Wars. Okay. We've goofed off enough.
No, but Baby Yoda carries a lightsaber.
You can't say that.
Baby Yoda.
You can't talk about Baby Yoda. That's when Dave actually gets mad.
And he gets mad when I call it a lightsaber.
Oh my gosh.
A lightsaber.
Saver, not saber. Saver.
Saber printers.
No, saver. Like a lifesaver. Like
yeah, like a lifesaver. Yeah, like the thing you
That's the
eat.
thing
Yeah.
that Baby Yoda carries.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to clip this and just send it to Dave.
Okay, you can't do that. Yeah, so lifesaver.
So yeah, self-driving cars.
I was gonna say lifesavers are actually like an underrated candy.
Yeah, I get them every year for Christmas.
Wait,
But
really?
This year I got the gummy ones. And
Ew.
my grandma thought I liked the gummy ones, and I liked the regular ones.
Ew.
The gummy ones were good. They were good. Don't get me wrong.
Ew. Grandma, what are you doing? Come on, Grandma.
But there's something about the actual like pack of lightsabers.
Stop. Okay, we need to stop before we really tick someone off.
I didn't even do that one on purpose.
I know you did that one on purpose.
No, I didn't. That was an accident.
Are you sure? That kind of sounded like it was on purpose.
No, that was an accident.
That sounded pretty
It
purposeful,
was
if
on
you ask
accident.
me.
It was on accident. Okay. Okay.
It was on accident.
Don't
Where are
make
the
me,
other drugs going?
don't make me get Shrek.
Where are the other drugs going?
Don't make me get Fiona. But she's the Princess Fiona's the one with like the buns.
What? Okay, we need to stop.
She's like
Sheesh?
Luke's. She's like Luke's sister, Princess Fiona.
Yes, that one. Where are the other drugs going?
Princess
know why.
Fiona's now my favorite Disney princess.
Oh my gosh.
No,
You went there.
Princess Leia is my favorite Disney princess.
Okay, we're getting way off track here,
I
my
try to
guy.
get us on track, and you start talking about Shrek.
Tried to get us on Star Trek. Okay, we gotta stop. We really do need to stop at this point before someone gets ticked off.
If you get ticked off, send hate mail to Chicken's address. That is 123 Mind Your Own Business Avenue.
123, you don't know about me, Avenue.
Yep. I just dox you.
That would have been pretty bad. 123, you don't know about me, Avenue.
Yep. So
1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah.
So self-driving cars.
So let me just start off by saying something extremely controversial that might get us canceled. I think that people are terrible drivers and women shouldn't women shouldn't have license and only white men should. Literally only white men should have. No.
I don't think we can use that. You can't say that.
Nah,
Why
I'm just
did you
kidding.
bring race into it?
I'm just kidding. Oh, wait. White, Christian male.
Stop.
Only white Christian males can drive. No.
Stop it.
I don't think that.
Apologize.
I'm sorry. That was clear. That was clearly a joke. If you couldn't tell, I literally would only say. I'm sorry. I forgot to turn on my light.
What's going on with you?
I would literally only open with "This is serious" if it wasn't.
The one where Chicken goes rogue. That's this podcast. Chicken's gone rogue. Why we should cancel Chicken's probably gonna be the podcast or the title of this podcast.
That's not bad. Like, to be honest though, I don't think. No, okay. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Okay. Yeah, okay, but this is the first thing that's on a serious note. This is, and at first, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably gonna sound really bad. It's gonna sound really controversial. It's gonna sound like I'm gonna say no, this is a joke at the end. But this is, I actually do believe this. I think you should have to take your driver's test every 10 years. I really do.
Okay.
I think every time you should get your license renewed every 10 years. like so like and like states are weird about this. Like Pennsylvania, you have to get your license renewed like every 3 months. And like other states are like, oh, you can have your license for like 10, no, not 3 months, like every 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
But then like I've seen license from like Florida and stuff that are good for like 15 years, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Do you mean they should have to retake the test every 10 years?
Yeah, uh-huh.
That's not bad.
And like I really just think it's just like at this point, and like I'm not even saying like they have to take a driving test. Maybe just like a written test at first. You have to take like a written test, and if you fail the written test, then you have to take the driving test. Because like I'm telling you, some people don't know what turn signals are, and some people are just like let me preface this. I should have prefaced this at the beginning.
Dave literally told me the other day, might make you angry, that he wants to start a podcast all about dumb traffic laws. And the first one is that you should be able to go, if there's no one around, you should be able to blow through red lights.
Okay, like I don't hate that one because like it is dumb when you have to like sit at a red light and there's like no one there and you're just like, oh, I'm just sitting here minding my own beepers. You know, like come on, like why can't I just go?
Well, he was talking, it's actually in Pennsylvania, it's legal if you're at a red light for a long time. If you're at a red light for a long time and it's not changing colors, and you can assume, or you think the traffic light is broken, you can work it like a four-way stop.
Yes, I did know that.
That's where the conversation came from. David had that happen to him, and his buddy didn't believe him that was a law.
Yeah, that is a real thing. For people that don't know, that is a real thing.
At least in Pennsylvania. I don't know if that's everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know either. But I'm telling you, dude, I've let me preface this, and I
don't need this because we're gonna have a future of self-driving cars.
It doesn't matter if we have self-driving cars one day. Driving is literally my biggest pet peeve. I hate driving. I like driving alone. If literally I was the only person on this planet, I would probably love driving. I would love it. But I hate it because people drive like dummies. That's it. Like, if I could drive alone, I would be fine. Like, NASCAR, but with me only. Perfect. Like, come on. Like, I just, like, I hate driving because people are terrible drivers. Like, literally, this happened to my wife and I carpool because we work like a mile down the road from each other. So it's like, and gas is ridiculous right now. Mm-hmm. So it's like, yeah, like, let's just carpool. It's easy. And there was 1 week where twice in 1 week there was people, and this is a whole nother topic, and I don't even think we should get into this, but it kind of goes in the same way. These guys were driving motorcycles on the interstate, and they were just going zoom right down the middle lane like 90 miles an hour, like zooming past everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my guy, that is dangerous. Like, you are asking, like, you're almost asking to get killed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, and kind of like the Tesla thing that we're about to talk about. It's not a big deal if driving would cause me bodily harm, but the issue is these other people driving like dummies are most likely going to cause me and my wife and my family the harm. They're not going to get harmed most likely. Mm-hmm. They're going to harm me. Mm-hmm. You know? Like, very, very seldomly does a, you know, and I'm just using this analogy because it's a real thing. Very seldomly does a drunk driver get into a crash and he's the one that dies and not the other people, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, it's usually the opposite. Like, a drunk driver kills two people or something, you know? Mm-hmm. And that's, like, the thing of, like, oh, my gosh, dude. So, moral of the story, drive like a safe person. Like and I'm not saying like you gotta drive 55 down the interstate. You can't go over 55. Use your turn signals 3 seconds in advance. No, like just don't drive like a moron. Like you can drive 10 over the speed limit. I don't care. Like if you want to go with the flow of traffic, that's fine. But don't like bob and weave in and out of traffic like this is Call of Duty, man. Like you're not trying to get to the safe zone. This isn't Warzone, man.
It's not GTA.
No, no. This ain't GTA, man. You can't bob and weave around track and shoot the hooker outside. This isn't GTA. I had to throw that part in.
No, you didn't.
Can't drive, bob and weave out of traffic, pull out your AR-15, shoot a couple hookers.
Stop saying that.
Throw grenades at cop cars. Like you can't do that.
That's not even close to the worst thing you've said this podcast.
Dude, GTA is such like the old GTAs are so fun as kids because you just go around and do terrible things.
I obviously wasn't allowed to play them as a kid.
Oh, so funny story is I was like 10 and my brother was probably like 13 and we played GTA until my mom figured out how terrible of a game it was. Like literally, like I don't even know how she found out. Maybe she was just talking to some friends. And yeah, we would literally go around, kill cops and run over hookers in GTA.
Saying that.
And my mom was just like, "Oh yeah," and then she was like, "Oh yeah, you can't play this." Okay, big rip in chat.
The one where chicken goes rogue.
Why? What's wrong with the word? What's wrong with that word? What's wrong with it?
It's not as bad as what you said earlier about driving.
Yeah, but that was obviously a joke. If anybody is watching this and they think that's real, just hit the exit button right now. Unsubscribe. Unfollow.
Everyone spam the podcast channel on our on Chicken's Discord. #CancelChicken.
Dude, if you think that was real, if you think I was being serious, unsubscribe, click exit, pause, swipe out. I don't know what you're on, but get out of here. That was kind of mean. Okay, so let's actually talk about this. We talked about it a little bit last time.
Yeah, but we didn't get really into it, so we said that this one would be about it.
Yeah.
So I forget you. I should have listened to the ending of the last one.
The dude. Well, I think we were just like. I think what happened was we brought up the subject of like, hey, like this dude killed 2 people in a self-driving car. He claimed that it was in self-driving mode, and 2 people were killed. This is the first time someone's getting prosecuted.
Yeah, federal charges.
Yeah, for that's what it is. Yeah, he's getting charged with vehicular manslaughter, even though his car was in self-driving mode, and he's like claiming like, hey, like I wasn't driving, so I shouldn't be, sue Tesla, don't sue me, kind of deal. Yeah. Or like sue Tesla, or charge Tesla, not me. And like that's a big deal. Like what happens in that case? Like if like God forbid if someone's walking down the street and they get ran over by a car and die in a self-driving mode, who takes the blame there?
Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult. And I was talking. That's right. I was talking about the class I did role playing in.
Yeah.
So we had to we were given different roles. I was in charge of nursing homes and stuff, and so someone was in charge of bus drivers and trucks, and someone was in charge of Ubers, and stuff like that. I was an advocate for the nursing homes and elderly people.
For
Um,
for
huh?
driving? Wait,
What?
for driving?
For self-driving cars.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like, wait a second. You're an advocate for old people for what? Like, I'm confused. But now,
No,
okay,
yeah,
I get it. Yeah,
I was their representation.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
In the self-driving cars thing, and we were talking like about in a world where all cars like are self-driving cars, which I truly think that is where this world is going.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and the fact that it like most car accidents and death in car accidents is from user error. And yes, this might sound a little controversial. Yes, computers make mistakes, but computers make a whole lot less mistakes than humans do. Computers don't drive drunk.
Not yet, at least. No, just kidding. No,
But
you're definitely right. You're definitely right. 100%. 100%.
so I believe in a self-driving car future, and I love that Tesla's doing it. And like the fact that this incident is terrible with the two people dying from the self-driving car thing. Terrible. I feel bad for like if his car truly was in self-driving mode, I feel bad for him that he has to go through this. I feel bad for the people involved, everyone involved. But
Yes, sir.
how long have Teslas been
Yes, sir.
how long have Teslas been a like in or out there? And this is one of the first times. How many times
Um,
have people been killed from drunk driving or like when a self-driving car kills someone, it's huge news. Not nothing
yeah, you're right.
because
You're
it
right. It is. It
happens
is.
so less rarely than a
Oh
drunk
yeah.
driver or someone falling
Extremely.
asleep at the wheel or someone just being an idiot.
Yeah.
So
You're right. You're right.
I
You're
it's
right.
still terrible anytime someone dies, and
Oh
people
yeah.
probably will still die. There will still be malfunctions in cars and like you like,
Hmm.
but if they caused a whole lot less people, if we get
Excuse me. Sorry.
older people
I'm sorry.
who
I really just had to cough. I'm
no,
sorry.
I'm laughing at what I was about to say. I was at something terrible. But if older
Jimmy.
people, older not as bad as what you said earlier, older people who can't drive quite as well, um,
I didn't
like
say anything.
older people who can't drive
What
quite
up?
as well. What? Why'd you say what up?
No, I'm just talking to myself at this point. Just go, man.
Um,
Don't mind me.
but like like older people everyone knows an old person who probably shouldn't be driving anymore. Um,
Yes, sir.
and so like even like self-driving cars will get them off the roads, and they can still go places on their own without driving themselves. Um,
Yes.
and yeah,
Yes, sir.
now there's a lot of laws and stuff that need to be and things that need to be figured out before time. Like what happens when there is an accident? Do you have insurance, or do you have a warranty on the car? You know, is
See
it?
that one, like that one's weird.
Yeah,
Keep
because
keep going there.
there and believe it or not, almost every major car company already has a self-driving car without a steering wheel in it. Um,
Yes.
so like it's coming. They're just waiting for laws to allow those onto the rules. Like Teslas, you can drive them, but like there's
Yes.
cars that you can't. And so like when that becomes when there's an accident there and like the driver literally did nothing because they can't do anything, is it their fault or is it the car's fault? So it gets interesting.
That's true, yeah. I don't think that we should ever get to the point where they don't have steering wheels personally. um I don't know. Like that's a weird thing to like think of, like not having a steering wheel. I that just like I don't like that.
Yeah. And I don't think it's going to be we may see it, but it's not going to be like very prevalent. We're going to be the old people who are like, "Now we have to have our steering wheel." But I think
We're
it's
gonna be
going to
the
be
old
I think
people.
it's going to be like our kids and our grandkids who are like, "Oh, this is normal. We don't need like we don't need a steering wheel. You know, our cars,
We don't
our
need a
cars, our
steering
whole
wheel.
lives have been driving themselves. Why do we need a steering wheel? You know.
Yeah, that is true. That's kind of the scary part too.
But and people were like, "Oh, we're gonna lose jobs," and like that's one of the main things is like, "Oh, we're gonna lose jobs in like truck drivers and like school bus drivers, and you know like all this other stuff, um, and like Uber drivers." But like all of those are like at a low now anyway. Like
Oh
everyone,
yeah, they're
like
all
those,
really low.
and this like self-driving cars will create more jobs. You know, like just like it's going to eliminate some jobs, but it's going to create jobs too. Like we were talking in this class about like how cool would it be like if no one knows how to drive a car, like or like no one drives a car in the future because they are all self-driving. Get like a race car track and like
Race car.
do like go-kart races like with real cars. Like
I don't know.
let people get in a real car and drive it. Not like 100 miles per hour, but like open up race car tracks and like let people like learn how to drive just for like a fun thing in like a controlled environment. You know what I mean? And
See,
like school buses, you know how much well like if the bus drives itself, the bus driver could be like a teacher or someone who's like trained in like managing kids because you know how terrible kids can be on the bus, and now the driver who's also trying to drive this bus is also trying to like yell at the kid in like the back seat for misbehaving. Now you could have a teacher that's just like walking up and down the bus like making sure everyone's behaving.
yeah,
You
a
know?
babysitter. Basically like a babysitter.
But I don't know about you, but I hardly ever rode the bus, and I've multiple times have been in a bus that was stopped on the side of the road while the bus driver was screaming at a kid for misbehaving.
Really?
Yeah, I've been in the bus multiple times with the not screaming but like reprimanding the kid. Um, I've been in a bus that's been pulled off the side of the, like you know where your dad's like don't make me pull off, don't make me pull or pull his car over.
Don't make
Like,
me pull his car over.
I've
yeah,
seen
yeah.
a bus driver say that and do that.
That's kind of scary, actually.
Multiple times, and like
Don't make me
that's
pull his
so
car
much.
over.
That's so much stress on the bus driver, like having to deal with that. Well, like literally being responsible for all those kids' lives.
Oh yeah.
So that's another job it could create. But
Don't
yeah.
make me pull his car over.
don't make me pull this bus over.
Don't make me pull this bus. But like, if it's a self-driving bus, are they gonna be able to pull the bus over?
No, the bus driver is.
Oh, yeah,
is,
they
like,
just-
walking up
it's-
and down the aisles.
Yeah, the bus is driving itself. I don't have to pull this thing over.
Yeah.
Yo, Timmy, get in your seat.
The other thing is if all cars were self-driving cars, they would work together, like communicate to each other, and like traffic would be a whole lot easier.
Take over the world.
Traffic would be better because you know when the light turns green, you don't have to wait like you know like when you're waiting for when the light turns green, you have to wait for the first car in the road to hit their gas. Then the next car, it's like, oh, that car moved. No, this is kind of weird to think about, but as soon as the light turns green, all the cars move at the same time at the same speed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
And there'd be not as much. There won't be speeding because your self-driving car will go the speed limit. But
That is true.
and
Imagine your self-driving car going the speed limit.
the speed limit might be able to be like higher because everything's
Yeah.
moving more efficiently.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like you know, you don't have that driver going, "Oh, what's that?" and slowing down. You know, and then everyone else has to slow down. It causes traffic.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah,
That's my favorite kind of driver because that's totally me.
rubberneck.
What?
You've never heard that term? Rubbernecking?
No.
Rubbernecking is a term for someone driving looking off the side of the road. Because they got a rubber neck, you know? They're like, oh, what's that? And that's what causes a lot of traffic, is rubberneck. Rubbernecking. You ever heard that term?
No, I haven't actually.
Rubbernecking. Hey, you going rubbernecking this weekend?
I don't know why. Like I'm not trying. Like not inappropriate. But I don't know why I'm just like, hey, you going rubbernecking this weekend, girl? Like what? Like what?
Sounds like cow tipping.
Cow tipping. Hey, you going cow tipping this weekend, girl?
Well, we're 35 minutes, so we can wrap this up.
We can not do any more.
Got anything to say?
Yeah.
Got anything to say, Evie?
So
what about you, Chunkachu?
the self-driving car thing.
Yeah.
I just don't know how I feel about it, dude. Like don't get me wrong. And like one of the other things that we talked about off screen is like the fact that like, hey, like it's sad that they're making you almost like have to buy a self-driving car at this point because like excuse me. One of the things that we talked about was the fact that like you almost can't buy a newer car without a self-driving feature on it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, at what point are we, just gonna be like, throw up our hands and say hallelujah?
The other thing is like a lot of people don't realize how much self-driving cars they already use. Like self-driving features they already use, like cruise control. If I'm driving on the highway, that thing's in cruise control, my guy.
Yeah.
And like a lot of cars nowadays also have, when my dad goes out to visit sometimes, he has to rent a car, and they're always like newer ones, and he hates the ones that have like lane assist.
Oh yeah.
He realizes, which probably isn't a great thing, but he realizes he likes to drive closer to the double yellow lines, and he probably should. That when he drives very close to the yellow lines, and the car keeps pulling him over. Also, when he turns, if there's not a car in the other lane, he'll go into the other lane to turn, which is terrible. But then he doesn't like that the car tries to tell him to be a safer driver. But all right,
that's kind of funny.
Got anything to add, Evie?
No, I don't. I think that's everything.
I want a podcast like Pikachu.
Whoa! Did he just talk?
We're not doing this again. We're done. Okay, see you next time, guys. Bye.
Did Evie just talk?